Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, guys, I've never been to this pond. We're gonna check it out and see what we got. I'm using the ultralight, maybe switch to a beetle spin. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the support. My name's Alan. I make all kinds of videos, but mostly fishing videos. So I have like a little diary of all the places I've been to. It's the cattle back there. But anyway, I'm just kind of scoping this place out. It's kind of cool. So we're gonna see what we can catch just using the little trout magnet under a bobber. And I got this little trout magnet craw, and I've got 4-pound line on here. Actually, I need to swap the line out today. 4-pound line on I always call it a 5-foot ugly stick, but I think it's 5'2". There's some decent depth in here. This looks like good beetle spin water too. The thing is, I don't know if there's any crappie in here. Ooh! I had a hit and I missed him. Dang. I don't know if there's any crappie in here or not. I can see the remnants of bluegill beds. Little pamphlet. There's something. There was something. What do we got here? Holy cow, that's like a decent bass. Where in the heck did he come from? Check that out. Nope, not around that pole, not around that pole. All right, I'm gonna have to do a bank flip on this guy. Ooh, wow. This is no slouch of a bass, guys. Jeez Louise, look at this guy. That's a good fish for this pond. There you go. Man, oh man. Just right along the edge there. I'll show you what I'm using. Just a little crawl. Let me see, there's some beds over here too. You can kind of see one right there. He's sitting on a bed. He poked at it. He didn't want it there. He swam away. Anyway, so there we go. It's a little more weedy on this side, but so there's some some bluegills, some warmouths. They're just kind of hanging around there. Haven't been able to catch any of them. They're like in super aggressive mode though. They're chasing each other around anytime anything gets near those beds. I may have to get a Senko in here or a bitsy bug and throw out into the deeper areas there. See if there's bigger bass in here. There we go. I got something poking on this. Dang it, and I missed him. All right, well, we'll keep fishing here and see what we can get. Alright guys, we're hooked up on the ultralight. I got a whole, there's a bunch of fish following them. What is this? Is this a crappie? Oh, check it out, it's a little bass. That's cool. There we go. For this little pond, that's not bad. So we know there's bass in here. I caught that on the little crawl under the float on a trout magnet. Alright guys, we're hooked up. Oh! Did you see that? Dang, that was a nice bass too. Boy, he hit this. That's kind of the thing with the trout magnet, is unless it gets buried in there pretty good, it has a chance of coming out. What is that? Oh, that's a great heron that flew right up into there. He's all squawking up a storm. Got these cattle going bananas. Guys, we may have to switch to a Senko in here. Punch it through that cabbage and see if we can get a nice bass. Another one. Alright guys, I've been working the jig spinner, aka beetle spin. Ooh, I had a hit right there, and he didn't take it. I was gonna say I've been working it through and nothing. I'm using the small size. It's just like a little, one of those little cream crappie jigs. I'm about to throw the top water frog, the Booyah Pad Crasher, because this is looking mighty froggy through here. I'd throw the Whopper Plopper through here, but there's just so much cabbage. When I was fishing yesterday out at that other lake, I had those two blow-ups on the frog, but they just hit like to the side of it, didn't get him. There's a big frog croaking over here somewhere. And then behind me, so I know they're around. So that'll be a good bait to toss. I've seen little baby snapping turtle. Then I've seen a soft shell turtle. We got these dogs barking. We got these cattle going bananas. There's a farm just back behind me. Nothing there. So those other two bass I had were ambush hits. I'm going to try back in that little corner. The other thing I can do is bomb a Senko along the edges here under all that junk. Ooh, I had a pop right there and he didn't stick. Come on. The heck is there a Gatorade bottle back there? My gosh, guys, people in their trash. Crazy stuff. Ooh, I got this one on the beetle spin. Is it a crappie? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh man, this is looks like a little pumpkin seed type deal. A hybrid? Well, this is a warmouth. A good sized little warmouth. Check him out. There you go. You're back in there safe and sound. All right, so a couple species. I wonder if there's got to be a bass back in there. That looks too juicy. All right, guys, I got to get the frog out. All right, let me switch over to that. And then after the frog, I'm going to fire the Senko around. Boy, I'm glad I found this little pond. This little pond is just north of a little campground area where I catch bait for pike. I was going to go do that, see what the chubs and shiners situation was. And then I was checking Google Maps again to see, make sure I was going to the right, and then I saw this little spot here. I was like, man, I gotta go check this out. All right, guys, here's the Booyah Pad Crasher. I usually shorten up the legs on it, but this is a new one, so I hadn't done that yet. So I'm just gonna let it do its froggy thing. I can cover a ton of water with this, which is good. There's a little snapping turtle right there. No. How did I get it around the stinking branch when it skipped right? There we go. That was bull crap. That was a bunch of crap, guys. It skipped, and then on the last hit, the line went up and got stuck on the branch. You gotta be kidding me. That's like 1 in a millionth cast doing that. There we go. There we go. I knew there was something in there, guys. No! Crying out loud. He didn't take it. What? The hooks, everything's fine. What happened? You got to be kidding me. It was perfect spot, ambush central. What did he do? Spit it out? Or maybe he swam towards me and I couldn't get him. Oh, he'll never hit that again. Maybe it was too big for him. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I don't know what to think. All right, guys, I've thrown the frog all over this pond. Almost like in a clockwork manner. I just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. Nothing since that one big hit I had over here. And it He just didn't get it. I was so bummed. And he's never fired back in there, and never another hit. So I was kind of disappointed. I'm glad I found this little place. Like I was saying, I was going to go do some checks for some chubs and shiners and things like that, and then I had to stop by the little farm store to get some a little roll of chicken wire and some stuff to protect some young trees from the rabbits and deer. And I'm happy I found this little place. I'll have to hit this place a little bit more. About to switch to the Senko. Let it do its thing. That's one good thing, guys, if you're fishing stuff like this, cover like this. If you have like 20-pound braid or even 30-pound braid to get through, it's really, really nice for that. I may even be tempted to throw like a little weedless finesse jig, bounce it around down there. And I can always go back to the micro fishing. Dang, I was so disappointed on that big hit over there, and just he wouldn't take it. That's 3 whiffs I've had in as many days on the frog. The first 2, they just missed it by they hit the side of it and they never came back. This one, he was a full hit. And when I went to set the hook, I think he was swimming towards me. All right, we're going to switch to the Senko. After one more cast over here to the right, or to my left, right, whichever. Right over by this little tree. Actually, I may fire in that little spot right over there. I can hear a mosquito buzzing around. It's sprinkling just a little bit. All right, here we go. There we go. That's looking fishy right there. All right, guys, I gotta switch to the Senko. All right, guys, I've been throwing the Senko all along the edge here. No takers. It's that green pumpkin color. So if I pull it across the mat like that, then I let it sink right once we get clear. Not even the bluegills have popped in. Look at that little turtle right there. Looks like a little snapper. Yep. All right. Hey, I'm getting a little cabbage. Not, you know, not too bad. Whatever this is, hydrilla, milfoil, something. So anywhere I see those little gaps, I just kind of fire it through there and then let it sink down in. And hopefully we get a big lunker in there. This one's a little bit of a bad cast. There's some depth right there. Yep, typical Senko, looks good. The thing is, how many people Senko fish here, you know what I mean? I don't know that. And they could be bait shy. The other thing I could do is switch to the Berkeley twitch tail and work that through. Alright guys, I didn't trust that dock over there. So we're on this side. That's where I was fishing over there. So I got the Berkeley twitch tail. Throw it around. Then maybe the Senko. Pop it around a little bit. Beetle spin, aka jig spinner. There we go, we got something on there. Ooh, and he came off as a little bass. It's tricky with this because of that short shank from the trout magnet. So you got to be real quick, real skilled to be able to get them in. But I'm counting that as a catch. That's another bass. Same thing. He came up and popped it, but just not. Sorry, I'm trying to get some of this cabbage off. Just not quite down deep enough where he could get hooked by it really good. I got all this junk on here from these cottonwoods. It's a good way to muck up the line. So right along that log is where he hit it. One more cast and I'm going to switch to the beetle spin. But let me show you where the hook is. See, the hook is right up at the front. And so you got to be really quick when setting the hook and getting it in. See, all over the line I've got this cottonwood fuzz. And it's just an Iowa time of year kind of a thing. We're starting to get some raindrops. All right, guys, I got some little cat and mouse going on here. I put the crawl on. What is going on here? We got all kinds of stuff caught up in here. What was that? I had a bass, and then I pulled in half of the... Good grief. That was weird. Look at all this cabbage. How on earth? This huge mat. Can I get my line back, please? Oh my gosh, how is this gonna go? All right, guys, right in here. I'm pretty sure I've got one. Right along this log. He's acting funny. Yeah, he's going with it. He's acting funny. There we go. Got him. He wasn't gonna get away this time. Oh, man, that is a good fish. Pretty good fish. I guess some pliers maybe. Come on, let's go. All right, guys, there we go. Good little fish right there. Off you go. On the Senko, just right along the end of that log there. I wonder if it's that one I missed a couple times. Anyway, that Senko is shot. I gotta switch it out. All right, guys, so we're rigged back up here. It was just right off the end of that log where I got him. And he was doing that where he swims towards you and then all this kind of junk and... Ooh. Is that a hit? Boy, there's a good couple pops right there. Is he on there? Nope. Guys, I have no clue what kind of birds are around here. There's kingfishers, all kinds of different stuff. But I'm not much of a bird connoisseur. I mean, I know a lot of them, but not some of all these different kinds of warblers and different things like that. Grosbeaks. So in this rig, I've got the 6-foot ugly stick. Oh, there we go. 20-pound braid, 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. Dang it, nothing. Oh, that's weird. All right, I like this stump over here looking kind of fishy, but haven't had any luck with it. Right in there. The other thing is, I threw the frog for a little bit, nothing going. Right there, that white stuff. I'm sitting here fishing and all of a sudden, split! And I look up there. Can you see him? I don't see him. An owl may be hiding up there, but he's definitely there. Splat. Crazy. All right, guys. Had a couple of thumps over here again by this log. Nothing on it. So it's about time to go get a diet root beer. Maybe stop by Subway. I've been doing pretty good at staying away from all that kind of junk. But every once in a while, get a little treat like that. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up. Had cat and mouse on this side over here with that Berkeley twitchtail. And then I finally caught one on the Senko over here. Over there, the frog. God, I had that big hit right over there by that wad of trees, and he just didn't take it right. He swam towards me, probably me setting the hook because he was coming towards me a little bit, but anyway. I'm glad I stopped by this place. Kind of a cool little spot here. So I'll have to make a video next time of doing a species assessment. If I'm going to be able to catch chubs and shiners at my usual spot over there from when we go live bait pike fishing. But that's in a little campground just over back behind me a little bit. All right, hey, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Hey, you can do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It always helps. And drop a comment below. What are you guys catching out there? Trout, bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, pike. Let me know what's going on out there. And let me know any tips you got for throwing those frogs around. Because it seems like the hit ratio, or the cast to connect ratio, or the hit ratio, connect ratio is a little bit iffy on that. I hadn't had much luck with it. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.